Let off the brakes a little too slow. Oh, jeez. Hey everyone, today we're going to build my bed frame. Is the plan. It's the plan. My dad's even got the plans in his hands. The plans. We're headed to the Home Depot, right? Yes. To pick up all of the supplies. The plans, how long did we work on those? I mean, it's been kind of like off and on working on these plans. Yeah. So there was some miscommunication at the beginning of like what I really needed versus what was wanted. But it was all worked out at the end. But basically, I'm just looking for something simple, easy, cheap, effective, that will fold up so that I have more space to play VR. That's basically what it comes down to.
Yes.
Sounds good, thank you.
You're welcome.
That one or that? Ooh, I don't know. Or do I want something that pops it? Or really pops?
Oh, they're 2.5. You gotta go through the 3/4 first.
Square.
Stuff. Thumbs up from Joe.
Yeah. I've heard the name, I just don't know what you're talking about.
Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
That's bad, I know that. Bob Vila, though, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's the expert on home maintenance.
Oh, really? Oh, is that one of those, like...
That's the one that Tim actually hated because he would argue with him.
Goodness, that's such a good show. See, I run my operation more like Tim.
Oh, we haven't messed up anything.
Well, we kind of did with that 1/8 inch, but...
Oh, wow.
Minor details, right?
That's right.
Stem are lined up perfect.
Getting better.
Make sure I get the ends nice and defined this time. Good to go. And as we know, double measure. That's why we don't make mistakes. 75. You ever have one of these snap off?
No, I haven't actually.
We had someone in the theater department. They had it all the way across the stage, let it go, and ping! The end of it flew off. That was so funny.
No, I haven't done that.
Neither have I, but I've seen it happen. So we've wrapped up with cutting everything, and now we're moving on to assembly. Right. And then we can lay this flat where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like you can mark the top of the hinge there. Right?
Yeah.
And then you'd be able to line it up based on that top.
Because you're actually going to be asleep.
Been a long day. Many challenges arose as we continued to build through the day. Cutting went great. We cut everything and we had all our measurements. Well, almost. That was the first one. We didn't have one of our measurements right. The top board.
Well, that was one of them.
That was the first one. The top board was not the right length. But that was an easy fix. We just went down and
Shaved it off. The leveling issue.
Right. So the hinges, initially we had above the board on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then those hinges were set up correctly. But then we went to go put the foot on
The same way.
But then we realized that, oh wait, this is a 180 degree hinge, right? Or no, 360.
No, it went too far then and wouldn't.
Yeah. The hinge turned too much. So the leg would just go and fold out way too much. And then if you put any pressure on it, it would just break.
Yep.
So we're like, well, we got to put these at an exact 90 to the board, which then meant we would have had a tilt in the bed. That was the biggest thing, was just figuring out that mechanism.
Oh, and then we had the bed shifted over.
That's right.
That was another one.
We didn't put the hinges in the right spot on the part that holds the bed. And so when we put it in the right spot on the frame, it was shifted so there was too much of a gap on one side versus the other side. There were a lot of janky solutions that occurred, but it is together, and it is mine.
Go right here. You don't want to back up over there.
What do you mean back up?
The train. Go here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're trying to avoid a train.
Skip back over there and get on the other side of it.
Dad, former pizza delivery guy, knows how to avoid the train.
Okay, I gotta mention though, there was the time you were drilling in reverse.
No, don't bring that up! No!
And the smoke was coming out.
In my defense, it was toward the very end of the build, and we were very tired.
We were both very tired at that point.
Yeah, that was a moment. The smoke was pouring out of the hole, and I'm like, man, it just won't go in. I was making progress, though. That was impressive, right?
You were burning your way through.
But I was making my way. But yes, it was a long day. Good day. Yeah, we got it all done. I don't really have much more to say than that. So I think that's where we're going to leave it. I'll probably discuss my weigh-in later in the week, so you'll get an update on that. It's been interesting. And interesting it certainly has been. When it comes to my weight loss, I'll cover that here in a second. But first, I just wanted to update you guys on a couple things going on right now in my life. And one of those is I'm in a new location. This is my new home for the moment, for the time being. And I am finally out of my parents' house. This is something that I've wanted to do for such a long time. And being a very independent person, it feels good to finally be out on my own. I do have a roommate, but that's beside the point. Out of my parents' home and moving on in my own life. Not that I don't love my parents and that I didn't love living with them, but it was time. It was past time to get out on my own. Honestly, now being out on my own, I wasn't expecting to miss my family at all, right? I was ready to move out. I was ready to be independent. I was ready to be on my own. And I was surprised to find that after being here in my new apartment for a couple of days, that I did have this slight, I guess you would describe it as homesickness. I did have that feeling of missing my family members and wanting to be back in my old room. Whatever nostalgic term you can think of, I was probably having that. And it wasn't strong, it wasn't super prominent, but it was definitely something that I felt, and I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to have that feeling. It's the natural cycle of life, right? Don't get me wrong, I might have some of these feelings of missing home, but it is definitely awesome to be out on my own and doing my own thing. Big shout out to my grandparents for letting us invade their home for the day, and to letting me invade your workshop, Grandpa. It was really nice, having that space available, and also spending time with you guys during the day as we put together this behemoth, this beast. And honestly, it wouldn't have turned out the same if we didn't have the tools that you had available. So thank you for your expertise and your knowledge and your workspace. There's one last thing I wanted to cover before we get to the weigh-in for this month, and that is the frequency of my videos. I understand and realize that, especially in the summer months here, I've really only been releasing about a video a month, and that pales in comparison to my typical once a week that I used to have. I think a big portion of that is because for the first time in a very, very long time, I'm actually living my life. I've experienced what it's like to be limited in what you can do, and this summer I'm starting to experience what it's like to be unlimited in what you can do. And I'm loving it. It's fantastic. I have so much energy, and there's so many things happening in my life with moving out and camping, and all this stuff is going on that it's hard for me to sit down behind a desk and edit a video for hours on it like I used to. Now, don't get me wrong, this doesn't mean I'm going to stop making these videos, because they're really important to me, and I know that they're important to a lot of you out there as well. And I made a commitment at the start of this channel that I was going to show the whole journey from start to finish. I'm going to show you a regular guy who's working a regular job that just decided enough was enough, and I need to start pursuing things in my life. I need to make a change. And so far, I've been showing you that, the ups, the downs, the hardships, but also the successes and the celebrations. In all of it, I feel like I've done a pretty good job of representing what true, authentic weight loss looks like. And I want to continue to deliver that to you guys. But that's where I'm at. I'm at a point in life where I can actually live. And it's so hard to put time into my videos I'm starting to get into a schedule, which is good, because getting into some sort of schedule, like a day-to-day routine, will help immensely with that. But I just wanted to fill you guys in on why things seem to be a little bit less frequent. It's not a bad reason. It's actually a really good reason. It's really good that I'm struggling with it, because I'm starting to really feel the benefits of the past 3.5 years of losing weight and working hard at my health. And it only drives me to want to do even more and get even better and even healthier. And so I have no idea like what it's going to be like another about 100 pounds from here. And it's hard for me to believe it gets any better. that's where I'm at. Like, I don't know. It's awesome. It's an awesome place to be in. All right, on to the weigh-in and sharing with you guys how that's going. Now, I think I kind of mentioned this in my last video, but it seems like the weight loss has slowed down quite a bit, as I'm only losing about 4 to 5 pounds a month. And being that it's almost the end of July here, that's about the same thing that I'm seeing. So here is the weigh-in from today, July 28th, and we're looking at, I think, about a 3 to 4 pound loss from the month, which isn't terrible, not bad at all. But I do want to share the moment that I, for the first time, hit 200 loss, because obviously I'm not there right now. I'm very close, but I'm not there right now. Here is the day that I weighed in, and this was during the 4th of July week, when I, for the first time, saw that I had lost 200 pounds. All right, so I know my hair is really wild right now, and I just took a shower, but I have something really, really cool to show you guys. Just give me a second here, all right? You ready for this? Look at that. Look at that. 363.4. That's 200 pounds down. Woo woo. Yeah. I cannot believe it, guys. Seriously, like, I was jumping around the house just in celebration, because it just blows my mind to see that number. To see that number, which puts me 200 lost, 200 lost, 200 lost, 200 lost. Oh, praise God. Woo! I am ecstatic right now. Like, I can't believe it. I can't actually, I look at that number and I cannot comprehend the fact that I've lost that much. 200 pounds. But you know what this means? 200 pound celebration video coming up. I've had a few ideas, been thinking some stuff, but honestly, this hit me like a truck. It came up faster than I was expecting it to. So it could be a little bit before that video comes out. But the point is, I hit it. I'm 200 pounds down. My mind is just racing right now, and I cannot believe it. Whoa! Oh yeah, let's go. Wow. I have other stuff to get to today. I just had to share this with you because it's the moment we've all been waiting for, right? Yeah! And I am just, like, day has been made. I didn't think I'd ever make it to 100, and I did, and that was awesome. But honestly, like, 200 seemed even further away and even harder. And so to reach this, and because I had such a rough year last year, and I just was making, like, little to no progress, I am just so blessed and so thankful to be standing here right now and seeing that number. And it makes me so energized. So energized and excited for the future and what all has in store and the stuff I'll be able to do. And yeah, there we go. 200 pounds down and only probably 100 to go. But that's still less than where I started. So see you guys later. I feel like I'm living out a dream every day of my life right now. It feels unreal. And I think that just adds to what I was talking about before, is I, for the first time, am living, and I can't. I'm a new person. I'm living in a new body, and it's insane. My brain just is having a hard time grasping it when I see those numbers on the scale. But anyway, I'm glad that I can share these moments with you guys, and I'm glad that you're here with me and that I can help inspire and encourage other people out there. If you're on the fence about starting your weight loss journey, I encourage you to seek for that why, that reason why you want to lose the weight. And I don't mean to live healthier or to live longer or, whatever it may be. Those are all very open-ended answers to that question. I'm looking for that specific reason why. Why are you looking to change your life? For me, a big portion of that was filmmaking. And that's something that I'm going to be touching on more in future videos. But for me, a huge portion of that was filmmaking. And that pushed me to then start to lose weight and to get healthier. And it's leading to all these other general things of extending my life expectancy and all that. And it's leading to more things of me being able to go out and do things. So I encourage you to seek for that reason. Why are you losing the weight, or why do you want to lose the weight? And don't forget it. Don't forget that reason, because that is what kept me going this whole time and continues to push me, even to this day, right? I still want to be someone that makes narrative short films. And while I have been such a failure in that department, I have succeeded in weight loss and in health. And I don't know, I am not going to give up on that dream either. You best bet a couple of years from now, I will still be shooting for that goal, even if I haven't reached it yet. Life's too short just to be spending time behind a computer desk. Life's too short to be spending time just eating food. It is meant for those moments where you're spending time with family, you're spending time with friends, and you're living your life the way it was meant to be. Well, anyway, that's what I'm going to leave you guys with this month, and I will try to do my best to keep you updated on a more frequent basis. I've also been thinking about maybe doing some workout live streams in there, because now that I'm doing VR, it's a lot easier to just do that in my room. If that's something you'd be interested in, go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know. I'd love to gauge what your guys' interest is in that. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done already. And as always, you guys have a wonderful week.
James and Rich Design. James Jansen Seniors
Ta-da.
Workshop. Just looks it up.